And let me invite President of the KIOST to the podium to give his welcome address.
Professor Fernando Sirigan, he's also a member of the Philippine National Academy of Science, and also we have a very distinguished fellows from the Philippine, Professor Giselle Concepcion and Professor Rodora Azanza, also a member of the Philippine National Academy of Sciences, and as well as our longtime colleague with the Cesar Illinois, and also Annette Manes and Carol Jarula. Sorry about the pronunciation, and as well as other distinguished fellow presenters, moderators, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I welcome all of you to the 2017 KIOST Tropical Ocean Sciences Workshop jointly organized by Marine Science Institute of the University of the Philippines and Korea Institute of Ocean Science and Technology. Our KIOST recently embarked on a major scientific research program on tropical ocean science. KIOST has operated shore laboratories in the central equatorial region, Weno Island of Chuuk State of the Federated Micronesia, at the eastern end of the, also at the eastern end of the Equator Pacific, Lima, Peru, and in South Pacific, Suva, Fiji. Last year, we visited the University of the Philippines in Manila and made an agreement for collaborative research with the, as well as other institutions like Secretariat of Pacific Community. To develop KIOST Tropical Ocean Science program, further we invite distinguished scientists from the University of the Philippines and the Korean science community to participate in this KIOST Tropical Ocean Science Workshop 2017. Here, ironically, subtropicalization, the word has surfaced as a new buzzword in Korean society in recent years, as people have experienced so-called tropical lights in summer since 2000. A string of these hot and muggy nights during summer has often deprived us our precious sleep. The tropical night phenomena is defined here as nighttime lows remaining above 25 degrees Celsius. However, the entirety of Korea seasonally experiences tropical climate from May to September, almost 6 months out of 12 months of the year. Between June and September, summer temperature can exceed 38 degrees Celsius, with an average temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Typhoons originating from the tropics bring valuable water as well as heat to nourish the entire biosphere of the region each year. By definition, Ansan here belongs to the subtropical region located between the tropical zone and the temperate zone, between 25 degree latitude to 40 degree latitude north. This mismatch of scientific facts and the people's perception hinders, particularly for us, our society in moving forward. I would like to commend the earlier thinkers that believe the scientific way of thinking has made people and society as a whole to progress. The great thinkers throughout history have consciously employed scientific techniques to better understand the non-physical world. We need to establish scientific facts firmly before we move on to normative decisions. This workshop will be certainly help to establish scientific facts that are positive claims on the tropics and its impacts on the climate and the marine resources in the adjacent subtropical region like us, and also polar regions. On behalf of KIOST, I welcome everyone to our headquarters and wish all of you a fruitful meeting and opportunity to further foster camaraderie among participants, and also sincerely thanks our guests, Philippine scientists, for dedicating some of their valuable times to this workshop and for making the long journey. Particularly, they arrived late evening last night from the tropical zone of Manila to this relatively cool subtropical zone of Ansan. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. And now let me invite the director of the Marine Science Institute, University of the Philippines.
Good morning, everyone. Annyeonghaseyo. Magandang umaga. Well, thank you very much to President Gi-hun Hong, to Yun-ho for coming over to the Philippines last year and having initial discussions on possible collaborations between KIOST and our institute. It is exciting to be here and be able to discuss things with you in greater detail on how we can put flesh in the general memorandum of understanding that our two institutions have signed together last year. I think there are many things that we share despite the big contrast in the temperature. The Philippines being most of the year warm or hot, and us now being here in Ansan wearing, I have 4 layers of clothing to keep me warm. But there is an ocean that ties us together. And for both institutions, it is that ocean that brings us together, I think, in this meeting. We have common interest in how the ocean works, how the ocean currents move around, the biology, the natural resources, and the geology that we can all study together, understand better, and be able to harness what we can to help us live better lives. So again, we thank you. We thank you to Hannah for being so patient in emailing us, giving us details of what we need to prepare. We're we're happy, at the same time surprised to have a big workshop like this. We were expecting a small workshop, but well, this will excite us more, I think, as we present what we're doing at MSI, and at the same time hear what KIOST people are doing, and later on to sit down and to discuss how we can work together. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Okay, good morning.